Hello, Kim McIntyre, the neurodivergent here, and we're talking squats today, healing your squats. Today we're going to take it down to the floor. Align the spine in relation to the core of your body with your feet on the wall. So first thing we're going to do is take a little check-in, see how your squat performs. So go ahead and have a seat on a chair. Place your feet as far back as they're comfortable so that your heels are not raising up, so you do not feel any strain. I had a little strain in my ankles, so I wanted to bring my feet forward just a smidge. If you watched the video from squats on a chair, which I highly recommend, hinge forward from your hips, maintain your neutral spine, feel your weight fall into your feet. As soon as you do, pull your knees back, pull your hips forward, and stand. Simple as that, right? Same thing on the way down. Let the knees come forward, let the hips come down, and sit on your edge of your chair. Take a mental note. How did that feel? What did you notice throughout your body? Good things and the bad things. And I guarantee you, when you practice this work on the ground, this work standing will get even easier. See you soon. All right, here we are on the floor. Now, if you are older and are afraid that you're not going to be able to get up off of the floor, feel free to practice this in your bed until you can feel that movement and that confidence to get on the floor and be able to get back up. Another thing you can do, start tapping about releasing your fear of not being able to get up. Now, if you have any strain here on the floor, especially in your neck, any tension, any tightness, I highly recommend a deflated ball placed underneath your head as a support. One reason for the deflated ball is because as your spine aligns, the movement of the ball allows for the neck to lengthen effortlessly. Another reason is if you've ever had a whiplash, a concussion, any injury up here in relation to your body as a whole, I can 99% guarantee this ball was not related to it in any way, shape, or form. And I mean not just the injury itself, but after the injury. Because what do we do after an injury? We get laid up in a hospital bed, we go to sleep at home, we try to recover, which means that now there is a pillow involved. If you don't have a deflated ball yet, by all means, grab a pillow, grab something that will support you in what you're doing. I'm going to use this deflated ball today. There you go. Find a nice, comfortable position. And then we're going to place your feet up on the wall wherever they feel comfortable. Okay? And they can be 45-degree angle out. They can be parallel to each other. Whatever you want to work with. Okay? If you're just starting out, I recommend parallel because you're going to spend most of your time being parallel in life in relation to walking, standing. Now, if you're doing this specifically for squats, and you want to improve a certain position in your squat, then put yourself in that position. Very good. I recommend about a 90-degree angle, but if you need to go up higher because of some severe strain in your ankles or your shins or whatever, feel free to put your feet down. If you're familiar with doing squats, put your feet lower than 90 degrees. Make yourself work. Very good. Now, maintain a connection through your entire foot through the floor. Now, if you watch the video on squats heal the feet, there's 3 points on your feet that I want you to pay attention to. Ball of the big toe, ball of the pinky toe, heel of the foot. Maintain those 3 points of connection so that you can train yourself to be connected in all of those points when you are squatting or walking or running or whatever you are doing. Now we want to maintain a neutral spine. Now right now you might feel as though your spine is pushed down into the floor because your hips are rotated too far back. You may find that your spine is way up off of the floor because, and notice that made a difference in the ball when I rotated the spine that much, okay? Which means that my entire spine moved as I rotated and I lost my support up here. So I describe it as having like a number 2 pencil width. between the floor and the bones of your spine, not the muscles, okay? Because some of us have really big erector muscles in the back here, and because they've been overused, overworked. And so I want you to think about the bones, okay? So one thing you'll do is flatten your spine and then rotate your hips, and boom, there's our neutral spine. If you notice a sense of connection on your inner thighs, that means that you're probably there and your core is here working for you, supporting you as a whole, supporting all of your body, not just your abdomen, because remember, the core of the body goes from the balls of the big toes through the insides of the legs, front and back of the spine, all the way up to the head. All that blue stuff that you're seeing. Very nice. Now, if this is difficult for you, go ahead and pause the video and start tapping. Download the tapping protocol at my website, neurodivergent.net. It's on files for download. Download it, print it out, keep it with you. Put the tapping sequence to memory. If you by chance remember or have a memory popping up that is an old injury or emotions you don't need or whatever, use the 4-point technique, especially if it's an injury and you had a whiplash or hip injuries or whatever, an injury related to squats. Start rubbing on the hand is the first point. Visualize the entire injury. When you can't see the injury anymore, or it turned into something positive, you know you're done. Breathe. Notice how much more relaxed your body is. Move on to the next point, and so on and so on. Take your time. Healing takes time. If you rush this, you are not going to benefit as much as you would like. Very good. Now, after that tapping is done, remove your ball. See if you notice a difference. I already noticed a difference in the front of my neck, okay? But because I've had so many head injuries and because I'm talking so much, I want to take as much strain off of my neck as possible. I'm going to keep the ball here just for the time being because it feels better right now. Very good. All right. Now, what happens with your shoulders? Are they way up in the sky? Think about your rhomboids, which are between your shoulder blades, and your mid-trapezius, which are between the shoulder blades also. And open your chest by engaging those muscles, pulling your shoulder blades closer to your spine, and allow your chest, your abdomen, to open. Good. A lot of times we'll have a tendency to flex the triceps to bring those shoulders down. If you do that, stop the video, start tapping. Find your back, rhomboids, mid-trapezius. And now, of course, we're breathing. 3-second inhale, 5-second exhale. Allowing your abdomen to move because we're not lifting any weight right now. We don't need our abdomen to be flexed to support us. So if you want to, exaggerate your breath. Exhaling through the nose. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Another thing you can focus on are your sits bones, the bones on the bottom of your butt. Go ahead and reach down there, touch the bottom of your butt, find those bones. Good. Now that you're familiar with what those bones are, imagine those bones widening as you inhale and relaxing as you exhale. And your pelvic floor is a trampoline, just like your diaphragm. So when your diaphragm pulls down, your pelvic floor expands. When your diaphragm relaxes, comes up, your diaphragm relaxes. Okay? Same thing with the arch of your foot. It's also a diaphragm. So we can imagine our lungs going all the way down into our feet. When you inhale, your feet expand. When you exhale, your feet soften. Now, it's not that much, but that imagination can bring space in between the bones, releasing the ligaments, connecting better with the bones, the muscles, calming the nerves, all the way through the body. Now, if you'd like, pause that video and start tapping along with breathing and making that connection to the feet. Take your time. Beautiful. Okay. Now, place your feet down on the floor. Take notice of how you feel. Put your feet back up on the wall. Did you align your feet naturally? No, a little bit off, but that's okay. Readjust your head support. Can you bring your feet farther down the wall? Wow. Holy guacamole. Yes, beautiful. I feel much more comfortable here. Now I feel a little tension in the ankle themselves, especially in the front of the ankle. So I'm going to bring my breath back in to the area. I also feel myself pushing my spine down. So I'm going to rotate those hips back. So this, as we're squatting and as we're training right now, this is our preparation for squat. Next time I shoot a video, we're going to be sitting against the wall, which is going to put more effort into the squat process. So if this is a strain for you, again, begin tapping. Pause this video, start tapping. Tap on all 14 points. Acknowledge the strain, acknowledge what your body wants to do, acknowledge the inefficiencies, and acknowledge the holding of the brush, the flexing of the eyes, the clenching of the teeth. Notice anywhere that you're flexing that you shouldn't be, right? And breathe into those areas. Acknowledge them, let them out. Bring in the positive, bring in the breath. Keeping the chest open, keeping the spine long. Very good. And of course, taking your time. Good. You're going to start feeling more and more muscles engaging. Muscles getting tired. Maybe even feeling some shaking in your body. If you're feeling shaking, that's your core going, whoop, I'm done. This is really new for me. If you feel that shaking, stop. Put your feet down. You may very well have overworked your nervous system. So at times, if you feel that overwhelm, roll onto your side. If you have a weighted bag or some weighted blankets, put those on you. Calm your nervous system. Find your breath. Rub on a point, finger on the top of your ear. Slow yourself down. If you feel that overwhelm, that means that things are trying to come up and out. Acknowledge the overwhelm. Acknowledge whatever is trying to come out. You don't have to put a name to it. Just acknowledge it and let it out. When you find that you're calm, when you find you're relaxed, it may be a minute, it may be 10. Take your time. This is healing. When you find you're done, roll onto your back, just to check in, see where you're at. Very nice. Realign, adjust. Is your breathing easier? Do you feel more balanced? Do you feel more supported? Do you feel like you put your feet in alignment? Yes, I did. Wonderful. I'm in a much better place just shooting this video. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, we're recovered from our training. That might have been hard work for some of you, releasing those tensions, those injuries, those emotions, balancing the chakras, the meridians, the bones, the muscles, the nerves. All of these things are being affected while we're doing that quite difficult work. You would think laying there doing nothing would be easy, but it's not always easy. So come back to your chair. Check in. Can you bring your feet back farther to the chair? Can you open your toes? Can you align your feet without effort? A little bit off. That's okay. It's okay that it's off. And if it's off and you feel yourself flipping out, start tapping. You're a little too hard on yourself. All right. Hinge forward from your hips. Wow, that feels a lot better for me. And stand. Let the knees come down and sit. Noticing I am not holding my hands out in front of you. I don't have all of my weight in my heels. I have my weight on those 3 points, right? I hinge forward from the hips, and I'm able to stand straight up. Same thing, coming down. We maintain our breath, 3-second inhale, 5-second exhale, and we maintain our peace. Feel free to tap. Congratulate yourself for doing such an amazing job healing your body as a whole, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Make sure you like and share. Visit my website, neurodivergent.net. Book one-on-one appointments. Let's get you healing on all levels. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.